Okay, after you guys have completed the bell work, where have you seen plants growing in water before? I really want you guys to keep that in mind as we go through our lesson today, because it's really important, and we'll go over it later in the class. Right now, we're going to watch a video of a place in New York City, and you'll see what kind of cool things are happening there. Oh, somebody done. Oops. There we go.
New spin on an old
Anyone hear
technology and taking local eating to the extreme. All of the produce served in his restaurant is grown just a few steps upstairs from his kitchen. A Willy Wonka of vegetables. His garden grows without any soil and is closely monitored by computers. John Donvan goes up on the roof and chows down in tonight's Side of the Time.
Wow. Sitting on a stoop on West 10th Street in Manhattan with a salad. And the chef who made the salad. There's got to be a story here. Meet John Mooney.
The vinaigrette is a cider balsamic with a little bit of macerated berry and extra virgin olive oil. 3 ingredients.
Who in a few weeks' time is opening a restaurant in this very building at basement level.
Booths here with our skylight.
But the real story is upstairs. 6 long flights upstairs. There is no elevator. Because when you get to the top and the blinding light...
Here we are.
Wow.
This is your farm? Yeah, this is our rooftop farm here in Manhattan.
This is where that salad came from.
It's roof to table.
Roof to table.
Roof to table.
This is where the lettuce came from and the strawberries.
I'd like to tell people that they're so perfect that they look fake.
May I?
Yes, please do.
But look at what else he's grown here.
I can smell the mint from here.
Yeah, the mint
Just
is,
right over
yeah,
here.
great. This is broccoli rabe, summer squash. Have you ever seen a fresh chickpea?
The garbanzo bean? You're growing garbanzo beans?
Absolutely.
Mooney's new restaurant, Bell, Book and Candle, will be the first in the U.S. to grow its own food on a rooftop, enough to serve an 80-seat restaurant every night for 10 months out of the year.
Beans here.
Beans, yes.
These are tomatoes?
Tomatoes, yes.
Can you show me what you got with tomatoes?
Sure. Let me just walk through here. About
Through the jungle? Get a machete? Just kidding, no machete.
In a way, it's a vegetable farm, but kind of a Willy Wonka vegetable farm, the way this lettuce looks like it's growing on trees.
On the lettuce, you're shaving something like 25% off the growing time.
Yeah, I mean, I can harvest in 4 weeks.
Amazing.
But that's the key to what Mooney is doing here, and it's the point that he wants to make. The technology to make this possible is called hydroponics, and it not only keeps this restaurant supplied with food he grows himself here above the city, but in the bigger picture, he thinks it could become a model for all of us to grow what we need very close to home.
Why are you doing this?
Well, for one,
I mean, would it not just be easier to go down the street to the farmer's market? We're in New York City, there are plenty of them. Stuff tastes good.
well, because I believe in ingredients. I've always been involved in responsible sourcing, and then this is something that I can totally control. I can produce right here for myself in abundance, you know, and all I have to do is go on the road.
The key is water, or more specifically, water without soil.
So 7 weeks ago, these were all seeds.
Yes, one of the benefits of hydroponics is the rapid growth.
Mooney's using a system where water filled with nutrients circulates through these towers, each of which can sustain dozens of separate plants. The absence of real soil keeps the system lightweight enough and upright enough to fit into small spaces, like a rooftop. It also eliminates plant diseases and pests that can live in the soil.
This is our bib.
Bib lettuce.
Yeah. You see the beautiful head of lettuce,
Yeah.
totally beautiful, roots attached.
Yes.
Without the sunlight, roots attached, totally living.
Amazing.
I call it living lettuce, living salad, living vegetables you're eating.
Who says lettuce can't grow on trees?
Exactly.
There we go. So show me what's inside one of these towers, how this is working.
Okay, what we have in the base is the water, the nutrient solution. The water that's filled with our minerals, which is what makes the plant taste good. It pumps through the center here. And then it trickles down, uses 12 minutes of energy, an hour. It runs for 3-minute cycles.
And then it gets air the rest of the time.
Yeah, air and sun.
Now there is something timeless unfolding on this rooftop, because hydroponics as a basic concept is an ancient idea, as ancient as Babylon's Hanging Gardens. But it's always had an air of experimental to it, not a solution embraced by the world's farmers, in part because it's so unconventional and can be expensive to set up, as well as needing a lot of monitoring to keep the system functioning. But Mooney is a believer.
John, in addition to running the restaurant, what are you trying to prove here?
You know, we're just trying to be as efficient as possible. No, I hope I'm the beginning of something, absolutely. I think it's well thought out. We've tested this for more than a year. This isn't something we've just jumped into. There will be no waste, but for New York, I felt it's the way to go.
To Mooney, this could also solve the problem of people not being able to afford what's available in farmers markets.
So we're picking lunch?
Yes, we are. I'm gonna make you a couple varieties of salad.
And yes, that salad really did come from up here. I know, because I helped in the harvest.
A lettuce bouquet.
And watch as the farmer on the rooftop becomes once again the chef downstairs. The only ingredient that didn't come from up above, the nuts and the cheese. All the rest really was rooftop to table. Or we should say, rooftop to front stoop.
This is spectacular. I'm coming to your restaurant.
It's really only a start, what's happening here on West 10th Street. But who knows? Maybe Mooney's right, and someday this view could be green from top to bottom. I'm John Donvan for Nightline in New York.
Okay, so, guys, we have a problem. I've been approached by, let's turn this off, the cafeteria staff. And there's a real big push to have fresh vegetables at lunch. Who likes lunch right now? You guys like the cafeteria food, the nice frozen vegetables that you get to reheat and eat? Those are really yummy, right? So the cafeteria staff came up to me and they're like, so we hear that you are an agricultural teacher. And I go, yes I am.
Last one.
Well, thank you. So after seeing this video and researching a little bit about hydroponics, I believe that we can create something like this. What do you guys think?
As long as you're helping us.
Possible to do around here? So does anyone know anything about hydroponics right now? Like the basis of it, background knowledge? Tyler, you're nodding your head. What do you know about hydroponics?
Basically, what you just showed us.
Okay, you want to put that into words for me?
You need a medium for the plants, a container, fluid, sometimes air.
Alright. That's things that all plants need to go, right?
Yep.
Okay. So like sunlight should be something too?
Yeah. Like.
Okay. So what will we need? We know that plants need these things to grow with hydroponics, but what else do we need at our school to be able to grow this? Or to be able to grow
Space.
vegetables? Space.
A rooftop.
A really good ag teacher like you.
Space.
Water source.
What could go with that water source? Does water cost money, Caleb?
It depends.
Depends. Well, since we have the public water at our school district, and it has to go through the township and all the little government water sources, this might be something that we'd have to be worried about. How much water we're going to use, and then how we're going to write that off for the school bill, since it'll increase the bill a little bit. So, price. What else do we need for our hydroponic
People.
system? People? Where can we find people at? Like, are you guys willing to help while you're in school? Yeah? So, students. What about weekends? Plants grow all days of the week.
You got weekends.
I have weekends.
Are they self-sustaining over the weekends? Is the system self-sustaining?
This is a good question that we can research. So is the system self-sustaining? That'd make it really easy if we only had to check it every couple days. It wouldn't take that much class time, it wouldn't take that much work. Because people also cost time. I mean, your parents and everybody else who lives in the community pays taxes so you can go to school. And so, like, you're being paid to be here, essentially. Alright, so we have space, water source, people. What else do we
You need the seeds.
need? Right. Seeds. What do you guys want to eat?
Lettuce,
Yeah.
tomato, cucumber. Those are just the common
Peppers.
ones.
Okay, so like we saw lettuce being grown in that video, but since tomatoes and cucumbers are more of a vine plant, or like tomatoes have like the larger structure, we'll need to come up with a different way to grow this, won't we?
We
So,
need special seeds in this case, along with that.
what?
We need special seeds along with that.
Okay, so we can research if we need special seeds. But maybe we won't necessarily need special seeds, but just to have them in a germination chamber first, which we'll discuss later on about how the germination process works, and then that'll start their growth, and then after they reach a certain size, we could transplant them into the hydroponic system also. So special seeds, if we need that for the hydroponics, tomatoes and cucumbers, different types of hydroponics. Okay. Is this all the vegetables that we want for now? We want to start small and build up? You guys think? Okay. What else? So we need a lot of things. We also need to purchase. What do you think that, like we have some stuff from the welding class or like the plumbing class that might be able to help us out, but we'll need to purchase a lot of things. How would we go about forming a budget for this? Okay.
Talk to the principal or superintendent.
What about like the school board, the community members? Is that a good place also? So to have a budget, budgets also kind of go along with marketing plans, right? Because you want to market why you think this is a good idea. So we'll have to come up with like a POA, a plan of action, and like a SWOT analysis. Does anybody know what like a SWOT analysis is? Caleb?
SWOT stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats.
Correct, so. Monitoring, measuring. Alright. So we have space. I guess we didn't really talk about, let's go back up to this one. So where would you guys ideally like to grow this? I know we have a greenhouse that we grow some flowers in right now currently. So, greenhouse. But if we really start to expand this, I don't know if we'll all be able to fit in the greenhouse, especially with the horticulture class and all their flowers that they have. Are there other areas that you guys could think that we could grow in?
Outside.
Okay, outside. So that could be surrounding the outside of the school, or we also have courtyards, and that could be a place where we could showcase what the ag program does, and all the students as they're walking to class could see it. So there's multiple places that we could grow it as well. Supplies. So we have the seeds, the budget to get the equipment to build the hydroponic system, the water source. Do you need any other supplies besides that?
Do you do PVC pipes in your plastic containers?
So Don't you need the nutrients too?
Yes. Does anybody know the macro and micro essential elements that go into plants? Okay, so this is
Calcium.
something that we also have to, or did you have something?
I thought it was like calcium nitrate was one.
That is one.
Phosphorus.
That's all the ones you guys can think of?
Potassium.
Alright, so like these are things that all go into plants to help them grow in the soil, and then since it's just an aqueous solution, so we're gonna have to make sure that they have absolutely all the essential elements, so we can research the rest of that. So what other elements do we need? Nutrients, okay. So containers, does that go for like containing the plants as we're growing